Hey there, I firmly believe that the presentation you are about to watch 5, 10, maybe 20 years from now, you're going to look back on and say that it was one of the most pivotal moments of your entire life. Okay, so let's rock it. I am Heather Blaze. I help entrepreneurs set up their businesses, their systems, so that they can have time and money freedom to do what they love to do. And we use a business model that requires you to work less than 20 hours per week. Each person I mentor gets access to me until they're making $20,000 per month. And notice that I said until they make $20,000 per month. They get access to me and I walk you through how to build out your entire business together. Does this sound like you? Are you struggling to get new, ready to invest clients to sign up with you because nobody knows who you are? Do you see people in your industry who've spent years building up their clout, their credibility, and their authority, and you've got no idea how you could possibly catch up to that? Are you spending tons of time running ads, doing funnels that don't work, or grinding out on social media posts and spending more time marketing when you really want to be spending time helping your clients? Do you know that your work is worth far more than what you've been charging, but you're afraid to raise your prices because nobody would pay them? You've maybe implemented some marketing strategies, and while you feel like, you think you know what you need to do, it seems like communicating how you help others is harder than it looks. And honestly, something feels off. Even though you have something great to offer, you spend a lot of time overcoming objections and having to convince people to enroll them. And most of all, do you feel like you're totally invisible in your marketplace? Well, if any of those things sound like you, there's actually good news because none of those things is the real problem. Pay close attention, and I'm going to show you in the next 45 minutes how to command premium prices and stop discounting to get clients, and how to get them to start paying you no less than $3,000 for your services, even if that seems like it would be impossible for what you have to offer. You might be saying to yourself or to other people, my clients are different, my business is different. But if you stick around, I'm going to show you how you can apply these things to get your service, your offer, whatever you're up to. I'm going to show you how to get clients to pay you no less than $1,000 for it. Okay. How to attract a flow of ideal clients, perfect clients, people you love, instead of feeling drained by having to take on and work with everyone just to pay your bills. How to set up your business so that it operates efficiently without having to waste your time and money tweeting and blogging and podcasting and doing all this crazy marketing stuff that nobody really likes to do, that takes so much time, hours a day sometimes. I'm also going to show you the exact step-by-step process to set up your business with a solid foundation, a system, a process, in 8 weeks. Most people take 3 to 5 years. I'm going to show you how in 8 weeks you can have everything you possibly need to get your business making money and scaling it on autopilot. I'm going to share with you how to position yourself as the go-to expert to beat out your competition, even if you're new to your industry. You just got your certification, you just graduated, whatever. Or maybe you've been in the industry for a long time and there's a ton of competition coming into your market. I'm going to show you how to position yourself as the go-to expert to beat all of them out. I'm also going to share how to create connection with your clients before they even meet you. Because if you don't have connection or people don't trust you, they're not going to buy from you, right? So my promise to you is a step-by-step strategy to eliminate confusion. I'm going to take away all that guesswork on how to turn your business into a money-making machine so that you can have the freedom to do everything that you love to do. So let me ask you, does this sound like you? Are you spending a ton of time trying things to see what might work, but then it ends up not getting you the results that you want? Are you feeling burned out, confused, or overwhelmed? Maybe you're feeling isolated because nobody understands what you're up to. Are you waking up every day wondering, what should I focus on next? Where's my next client going to come from? Maybe you're in the shower and you're like, oh, what should I do? Do you know that your work is worth more than what you're charging, but you're afraid that if you raise your prices, no one will pay them? Are you working with clients that are draining you physically, mentally, emotionally? Do you see others in your industry thriving, but you just can't figure out what are they doing?
Are you confused about technology and what would be most effective for your particular business? You might be suffering from some of these symptoms. Maybe you have this degree dependency where you think, oh, I need to just get certified in this one more thing. I'm certified in this, I'm certified in that. I've got this degree, I've got that degree. It's constantly going to school, constantly learning, but not turning those into a profit. Or maybe you're discounting yourself. You look around and you see all the competition out there and you think, well, they've been in the business for a long time. This is what they're charging. So if I charge a little bit less, then people will come to me instead. Maybe you're blaming your industry. Maybe you're saying, this industry is so hard. There's so many people. I can't compete. Do you ever find yourself going in 10-minute tangents because you're not clear on your messaging? Maybe you meet somebody at a party or an event and you go on and on about what you do. Or maybe you never hear back from people. You come across people and they love what you're having to say and they say, oh, yeah, I totally need that. And yeah, I want to work with you. And then you never hear back from them. Or there's also the symptom of being all things to all people, where your client might say, oh, could you do this? You're really good at that. Would you do this? And you say, oh, yeah, I'll do this. Or they might say, oh, you're really great at that. Or do you think you could do this? And you say, oh, yeah, I could do that. And you start doing all these things that you don't really want to do, but you don't want to lose them. You're afraid. So you start becoming all things to all people.
So let me ask you a question. Have you ever bought an online course or joined a 12-week program or maybe done a challenge and didn't get the results? It's probably because they're not always that effective. In order to actually level up your business or your life, your financial reality, here's what you need to do. You need to work directly with someone who's already achieved what you want. Then that person has to directly help you until you achieve the result. And that's why I work with people until they're making 20,000 per month or more. I jokingly consider myself the Marie Kondo of business. I use the Boost You method, which is my method, to help you remove 90% of your busy work and automate everything that doesn't spark joy in your life and your business. Okay. So by the end of this training, 4 things are going to happen. You'll never spend another minute looking for clients you'll never work with unless they're ready to pay you $5,000 or more. The third is that you'll only work with your dream clients who went through a rigorous process to work with you. And fourth is you'll only work 20 to 25 hours per week, no matter how many clients you have. So again, I am Heather Blaze. I have been helping business owners to success since 1996. I know I don't look that old, but 20 plus years of helping business owners set up their business systems, do their marketing, pretty much teach them how to be successful in their business. Okay. I've worked with big brands like Quiznos, like Yum Brands that own companies like Pizza Hut, KFC, Taco Bell. I was the former director of operations for Taco Bell for Southern California. I was the vice president of operations for Quiznos Canada, where I helped build the entire process from 6 stores to 250 locations across the nation, doing everything within the company and around the company, you name it. I've seen it all. I've done it all. And then I went on to create 8 different businesses for myself in different avenues, real estate, all that kind of stuff. And I noticed that there was a formula. There was a formula that every business needs in order to succeed. And when they didn't follow that formula, the entrepreneurs would get overwhelmed, they get confused, they get frustrated and burnt out, and then they'd quit. So I noticed this formula back in the 90s, and I then thought, how cool would it be if I could create a customized program that could take people out of that overwhelm, out of that frustration, out of that confusion, and set their businesses up with a strong foundation to scale from. And how cool would it be if we could customize it to all kinds of different service-based businesses. It works with all businesses, most businesses, but it makes the most sense with businesses that are service-based, meaning you provide a service for people. You help people go from one place to another. Okay. They need help with something and you help them with that and you get them to their goal. So let me first show you the wrong way or the common way that everyone else does it. And then I'm going to do contrast. I'm going to show you the right way, which is the Boost You method. So let's look at the common wrong way. There are four boxes at the top of your screen. So this is going to be your navigation so that you can follow along. So step one of the wrong way is you go looking for clients. So let me share why going and looking for clients is a bad idea. Tell me if you can relate to this. Tell me if you made this mistake like I have. So here's your life. You have travel, you've got family, you've got friends, love, dating, partner, your health, hobbies, passions, the bucket list of the things that you want to do before you die, your spirituality. Okay. And then on the right, you've got your business. You want to create this amazing business, but then this happens. You get told that you have to post 3 times a day on Instagram, follow hashtags, join Facebook groups, start TikTok, post daily on Twitter, do Facebook Lives all the time, upload weekly to YouTube, create spreadsheets, create an ebook, create Facebook ads, run Instagram ads. Oh, why not YouTube ads? Build complex funnels and start DMing people, clients, commenting on people's posts, cold outreach on LinkedIn, start blogging, learn SEO, become a DM influencer, and ask them all to collab. Go on podcasts, word of mouth, webinars, hire a VA, pay an agency, cold calling, learn Zapier, learn WordPress, Trello, Slack, ActiveCampaign, MailChimp, learn about ROIs and ROAS and LTVs. I'm about to pass out just talking about it. So just look at all that stuff, okay, that you're told that you need to do in order to create this supposed freedom business, okay? This is too much stuff and it's weighing you down. And then when you have your business, you turn around and you look at your life and what happened to your life, right? It falls into the abyss. So this is what the calendar of an average business owner looks like. And you're just overworked and overwhelmed and spending the majority of your time prospecting and marketing and no time actually helping the people who hire you. And this is bad for business. You're taking on the work of a 20-person team and you're giving 100% of yourself to the 10 different things, right? Everything you do gets 10%. So then you're spreading yourself thin. And that's not just a bad idea for you though, right? It's a bad idea for your clients because now you have no time for your clients and you begin to neglect them because you spend all your time and energy on marketing. It's kind of like being in a relationship and they're out looking for another person. It doesn't quite make sense. So that was step one. Don't go looking for clients. Step two of the wrong way is this. You invite them to a sales call disguised as a free coaching call and try to get them to hire you. And the majority of people, when they get into coaching, what they do is they get a prospect on the phone. You tell them that there's a free coaching call and it's disguised as a sales call to get them to hire you. But let me share why this is a bad idea and why it's going to hurt you, okay, and your clients. The wrong way looks like this. First of all, you're spending 80 to 90% of your life on prospecting and marketing. And then finally, when you get a person from doing all that stuff, you invite them to this sales call or a funnel, like through that funnel, right? And what's happening is that people aren't buying from you because they don't have enough rapport with you. Like you repeat yourself over and over again because every new person needs to hear the same thing. And you're trying to convince people who have never heard of you to hire you. And then 95% of them say no, and only 5% maybe say yes. And then getting rejected 95 times out of 100 is no fun. It's going to burn you out. And I don't want that for you. Okay? So this is why the way we're taught to make sales is very inefficient. It's bad for you because you're trying to convince people who have never heard of you to hire you. And then every call you're repeating yourself over and over, and 95% say no, and 5% say yes. And it just burns you out and makes you feel crappy too. So that's not just bad for you, but bad for your clients too. And why? Because they're getting on a free coaching call. But in reality, it's a bait and switch trying to get them to hire you. And that just starts the coaching relationship off on a bad foot, like with distrust. So again, step one of the wrong way is looking for clients. Step two is getting them on a sales call. Now, step three is the client pays you and you charge them per hour or per month at a low fee. Let me share why this is bad as well, okay, and why it's going to hurt you and your clients. Let's say you hire a physical trainer to get you into shape. And they say, I'm going to help you lose weight and get in shape, and I'm going to charge you based on how long it takes me to help you. If it takes me a really long time and I don't do that good of a job, you're going to pay me a lot of money. But If I'm really good, then you're going to pay me a little bit of money. So it's kind of backwards. Another example is if you hired a marriage counselor, let's say, and they say, hey, I'm going to help you repair your marriage, and I'm going to charge you based on how long it takes to repair your marriage. Again, it's backwards and it doesn't make any sense. Like, no sense in charging per hour or per month. People are paying you for a result, and they want that result as quickly as possible. So it's bad to charge low prices. If you're charging low prices, honestly, this is a huge mistake that I see a lot of people make. So let's do some math. Let's say you charge $500 a month. You need 100 clients. That's 100 Zoom calls you're getting onto to make 50,000 per month. Okay, that's super unrealistic. Let's say you double your price and you're charging $1,000 a month. You still need 50 clients to get 50,000 per month. Now, this is bad for you because you're not going to be making a lot of money, which will give you money stress. Also, your clients won't have skin in the game. So they won't be committed, which means they might be a headache to deal with sometimes. They might show up, they might not show up, and you'll wake up and not want to go to work. Have you ever had that feeling where you wake up in the morning and you're stressed out? Okay, then the last thing you want to do is go to work. So now this is not only bad for you, but also for your clients, because if they're not committed, they don't transform their lives. And if they don't transform their lives, then they waste their money. And if they waste their money, they might ask for their money back or blame it on you and give you a bad review. We don't want that. So we don't want to do any of that. Okay. So step number 4 of the wrong way is if they actually hire you, then you deliver your services in the completely wrong way. So what we normally do is if someone hires us as a coach, for example, we meet them on Zoom every week. We help them one-on-one. We say, hey, how's it going? Here's the stuff, blah, blah, blah. And then at the end, you say, okay, here's your homework. Go ahead and do it and holler at me next week and let me know how it goes. So let me share why this is a bad idea and why it hurts your clients. Here we go. Let's say you get 10 clients and your calendar is completely filled up. And then all of a sudden you get on a podcast or something and 10 more people are interested in working with you, but you have to turn them away now, right? There's only so much time in the day. Like you're some sort of restaurant that only has 50 seats. That's not how things should work. Let me give you a real life example. Okay. I have a son and he was getting bullied. And I said, you know what? I want to hire a therapist because I want some tools to deal with this effectively. And so I found the best therapist I could possibly find. And she said, I'd love to work with you, but I have a 90 to 120 day wait list because I'm all booked up and I'm trying to and here I am, right? I'm trying to give her lots of money and she's telling me no. So there's something wrong there, right? So I don't want that to happen for you. All right. Delivering your service in this old model is bad for you because the more clients you have, the less time you'll have to live your life too. And second, it's bad for your clients because you're coaching them by telling them what to do, but you're not actually helping them do it. You're just saying, here's what I think you should do. Now go ahead and do it and tell me how it went next week, sort of thing. Like, here's your homework. And that's honestly not enough anymore. So let's do a quick recap. The common wrong way. Step number 1, you spend 90% of your life looking for clients and you neglect your existing clients. Step number 2, you invite them to a sales call disguised as a free coaching call and try to, get them to hire you. Step 3, your client hires you and you charge them according to how long it takes for you to help them. And step 4, you deliver your service and only tell them what to do, but never actually do the work with them. So now there's a better way. We've talked about the wrong way. Now let's go into the exciting part, which is the right way, the Boost You method. So instead of looking for clients, what we're going to do is never look for clients. So that's step 1. The reason you're overworked and not making money is because you don't have a predictable automated process, a predictable automated client generating system. So when you build one, you'll never have to spend another minute looking for clients. They'll just come to you. So remember, the wrong way was 80 to 90% of your life on prospecting and marketing. We're going to remove all that because they're just not necessary for your business. And instead, we're going to plug you in an automated lead generating system. This will automate your marketing and your outreach. You turn it on and your clients will just come in. It will remove all the prospecting and free up your time to focus on serving. Remember how most people's calendars are filled up with so many different things? Your calendar will only be filled up with talking to people who want to hire you and talking to those who have already hired you. Nothing else. No social media, tons of time on that, none of that crazy stuff. And then this is just step one. Honestly, I never liked how so many marketing gurus say to post 1,000 times on social media and do this and do that. It's like the way we're taught to get customers is flawed, right? So the epiphany I want you to have is that less is more. Who here thinks that removing 90% of your busy work would help you? That's why you need a mentor to remove 90% of your busy work so that you can focus on getting your clients the results. Right here, you see a guy walking into a hole. I want to remove your blind spots as a mentor and show you that you don't need to do this busy work. And then we'll give you a custom roadmap for you to follow for your unique situation because you're a unique person, right? With a unique set of circumstances. You can't just get a cookie cutter online course. You have to work with someone who's already done what you want to achieve, and they need to help you until you know how to make 20 grand a month, which is achieving your financial result. Okay, step two of the right way is we want to auto filter your leads. So after this section, at least one person per day who've never heard of you will contact you saying, "Can I hire you?" So the wrong way is you reaching out to them, you ask them to get on a call, and then you try to convince them to hire you, right? But the right way is they reach out to you and they try to convince you to work with them. That's a good way to do things. So now you've got this automated lead generating system. Someone just shows up on your website or your calendar. You didn't have to market to them or reach out to them or anything like that. They just show up from, the automation, and instead of trying to get them to fill out a form or book a sales call, what we're going to do instead is to add a step. Okay. Remember, the reason why we're not doing a sales call is because most people don't buy and you're trying to convince them to hire you. So you're repeating yourself over and over and over again. Okay, now what we're going to do is remove those questions by adding in a step. Watch carefully. We're going to add a 30-minute sales video. This is a video sharing exactly how you can help them. You're going to carefully sculpt the perfect presentation about your offer. Nobody's going to be able to talk to you until they have watched the video. So you don't have to waste another hour on the phone explaining what you do. You also don't need to try to convince them to hire you. Instead, you're going to automate your entire sales pitch. Okay. Then what's going to happen? They'll have to watch it before they even talk to you, before you even talk with them. By then, they've already decided whether they want to hire you or not. So you guys see how valuable that is? Someone shows up at your website and they didn't do any work, yeah, because it's all automated. Then they have to watch this 30-minute video if they want to book a call with you. And only after they watch this amazing video and stay till the end and decide to book a call with you, knowing in the application how much you charge, then you only talk to people who are really excited and ready to work with you. So you turn on the lead generating system, then you forget about it. Okay. You stop repeating yourself by automating your sales pitch and get them excited before the call. And then on the call, there's no high pressure sales. They just say, "Sign me up. Let's do this." So those are the steps 1, 2, and 3. Now there's a fourth piece in this process that I'll be sharing with you in a while. I hope you all see how valuable this is though. So who here thinks that automating your entire sales pitch would help you? That's why you need a mentor, okay, to remove your blind spots so that you don't have to say the same things over and over and over again. You just take their credit card when you jump on a call. We'll give you the customized roadmap for your unique situation and then achieve that result of hitting 20K plus per month. But there's a problem. That is sales calls and webinars. They're a complete science. They take years to master. There are very specific things that you need to say and in what order and the length that you have to have them in, like when to make the offer, etc. And that's what we've done. So I've been running webinars for years. So why don't you just take the hassle off your shoulders and we can do it together? So the next step is charge premium pricing. This is the right way to do things. After this section, what's going to happen? You'll be able to jump on a 45-minute phone call and make $5,000. You'll not become wealthy and you'll not work with dream clients unless you charge higher prices. The wrong way is, to make 20,000 a month, you need to have 20 clients. And the right way is to make 20,000 months is you just need 4 clients. So my question to you is this: would you like to charge 5,000 per client? If the answer is yes, awesome. I'll talk to you in a second. But for those of you who are saying no, well, let's really dig down and ask, why would you not want to? It's probably because you might say, I don't think what I do is worth 5,000. Or you might say, I don't think anyone would pay me that much. And those are 2 really good concerns. All right. So ready for the breakthrough? This completely blew my mind, and I think it's going to be a big game changer for you. So please focus on this part. This is really, really important, okay? So if we work together, here's how your calendar is going to look as far as qualifying calls are concerned. We recommend that you do 10 calls per week. So if you want to do 2 on Monday, 2 on Tuesday, 2 on Wednesday, 2 on Thursday, Friday, right? You can do that. Or you can do 5 on Monday and 5 on Friday. So you have that middle of your week all free. But you basically want to do 10 calls per week. So if you charge $5K per client, okay, cool, we're launching, right? You do 2 calls on a Monday and both people say no. And then 2 calls on a Tuesday, both people say no. They watch your video, but they still said no. 2 people on Wednesday, they both said no. 2 people on Thursday, and one of them finally says yes. Awesome. You talked to 7 people and the 8th person finally said yes. And then on Friday, one person says no and the other one says yes. So out of 10 people that you talked to, only 2 people said yes. You still made 40,000 for the month, right? You made 10K in that first week, even though only 2 people out of 10 said yes. But what if you do even worse? What if you don't get 20%? Okay. Let's say you charge 5K and 2 people on Monday say no. On Tuesday, they say no. Wednesday, still a no. Thursday, both are a no. And on Friday, still a no. You say, Heather, this isn't working. I just talked to 10 people and everyone said no. And so you go into week 2 and 8 people say no. What's going on? I just talked to 10 people last week, 8 people this week, and still haven't made a sale. I'm not feeling really great about this. Okay. And then the next day, someone finally says yes. So after 2 weeks, 1 out of 20 people say yes. And in the next 2 weeks, the same thing happens. 40 people you talked to and only 2 said yes. That's 5%, which is a horrible conversion rate for this kind of business, but you still made 10,000 for the month. What if we cut your price in half? Let's say that you charge 2,500 at least 10 calls per week and only 2 say yes. You get 20% with 2 people, you still make 20K per month because that's 5K a week. You only get 1 person per week, that's still a 10K month. You see how you can't lose, right? So even if you cut your prices in half and your sales numbers are horrible, you still get to that point. But let's just look at it real quick, okay? What if you have a great month? Let's say you charge $5,000 and you get 3 people out of 10. 3 people say yes, and so you make 60K for that month. That's 15,000 a week. But what if you did 3 calls per day and then you did 30%? You'd be making 100,000 a month or 25,000 per week. So can you see how this model works so well? Now, would you like to charge 5K? Yes. So now that, we've agreed that you want to charge high prices, I have to show you why anyone would want to pay you 5,000 and where you'll find those people. So the framework for charging premium prices is this. 1, actually change their lives. So for example, if you can help save someone's marriage, would that be worth 5K? Or if you could save someone's health, would that be worth 5K? If you could help someone land their dream job so that they're going to make way more money and they're going to love their life, they'll make more than 5K that first month, right? So if you can help someone find the love of their life, and they're not going to remember that 5K. They're going to remember the love of their life every single day, waking up next to that person. So if you can help someone start their business, is that worth 5K? So I hope you're starting to see how paying 5K is not a big deal for your clients. Number two, okay, the second part of the framework is charging high prices actually makes people commit. Okay, quite simply, if they invest a lot of money, they're going to be more motivated to put in the effort because they're going to want that return, right? So, for example, when people pay low prices, here's what happens. Okay, they don't invest a lot of money, so they don't invest a lot of time, so they don't get the result. But when people pay high prices, what happens? They do invest a lot of money, so they do invest a lot of time, so they do get the result. So if you pay 5,000 for something, it gives you the incentive to follow through. Okay, when your clients pay 5,000, they will follow your process like a religion. They really will. The third part of the framework is to spend more time helping them. So if you make a lot of money on each client, you'll be able to spend more time with each client, right? So I've got a question. What is the likelihood of you taking an online course and it actually changing your life? Maybe if you really focus in, you stay diligent and accountable, maybe. But what's the likelihood of changing your life from working directly with a millionaire for a year, right? We must increase the value of what you offer by working with people directly. So the wrong way was spending tons and tons of time on marketing and a little bit of time helping your clients. The right way is spending a little bit of time setting up your marketing, automating it, forgetting about it, right? Or maybe tweaking a little things, and then spending that time helping your clients. Okay. That's what we're supposed to be doing, coaching, not all this other marketing stuff. So, who here thinks that raising your prices will help you? Raise your hand or give me a nod if you really think that this could help you. I hope that you're seeing the value in this, and that's why you need a mentor to help you remove your blind spot, to raise your prices, raise the value. We'll figure out exactly what that is, that can make your offer so irresistible, and you know that that's worth like 10, 20, 30 grand, and we'll get a customized roadmap for you, and then we'll achieve that result of you hitting that 20 grand per month, and I'll work with you until you get there. But there's a problem. That is, it's hard to charge premium prices if you're just another health coach, or just another business coach, or just another spiritual coach. There are so many little distinctions, from how to present your offer to your sub niche, to positioning yourself so that you're the only person in your demographic, in your niche, in your field, from the messaging to the automation to the follow up and all these different things. So you need someone to help you with that. Let's go on to the fourth thing. Okay, now we're on to the fourth step, scalable services. If you've been in this for a long time, trust me, this changed the game for my business, and I really hope it does for you too. If you're new, you're doing the right thing. Okay, you're going to miss out on a lot of the headaches by doing this. So after this session, you'll be able to work the same weekly hours, whether you have one client or 30 clients. So the wrong way is, say you've got 30 clients and you spend 90 minutes on Zoom with each one of them. That takes 45 hours per week. But the right way, you have 30 clients and you only spend 4 hours working with all of them. You're thinking, what? Wait, Heather, how is that even possible? Like, I thought you said this is going to be incredibly valuable. We just removed 40 hours of work from your week. So let's discuss the new way and how to deliver your services. Now, remember, when you had no room for new clients, they came up, they said, hey, I want to work with you. But you said, sorry, I had to tell them to go away, because you're some sort of restaurant with only 10 seats. Well, now what we're going to do is reorganize your schedule, and pay attention and focus on this part, okay? Because look at the screen, watch this. We're going to reorganize your schedule. See these people? These 10 people already paid you, and they are your clients. So 10 clients used to be 2 calls per day. Now watch this. Groups. So 10 clients used to take you 2 calls per day. Now it only takes you 4 hours per week. So just think about this, okay? You reduced your weekly work from 20 hours down to 4. Now when you get new clients, you can say, come on in and just get them into the groups, right? So no matter how many clients you have, you'll have 2 calls per week, 4 hours total. Okay. You get to connect with them more often. And there are some other huge benefits too. But imagine what this could do for your business and your life. All right. Now, let's just address the elephant in the room. Okay. You might be like, Heather, I was totally on board with you with the 5,000 thing, but now you're telling me that they're going to hire me and pay me 5 grand to join a group coaching session. That just doesn't feel right. Won't that lower the value and that the client gets? But the truth is the opposite will happen. It actually raises the value drastically. And I'm going to show you how. The old way is that when a client hires you as their coach, they get 1 call a week. They get no community and they do the work on their own. You give them homework. You're like, hey, thank you for the coaching session. Do this before our next week and we'll check in and see how it went. But the new way is they get 1 to 2 calls a week that are much longer. You're going to introduce them to friends with the same goals. What we're going to do is you're going to get on with your clients. You're going to talk to them. You're going to coach them. And then when you're done, you're going to turn off your camera on Zoom. You're going to turn off your microphone on Zoom too. They're going to turn off their microphones and camera on Zoom, and you're going to go do the work together. You're going to be a part of the work session. They're going to do the work. And then if they have challenges or issues, if they get stuck and there's a roadblock, they're going to unmute themselves, ask for your help, share their screen, and then you're going to help walk them through the process. You see how this is so different from an online course or a 12-week program with 100 people in the room. You're working with people, you're helping them, holding their hand through the process as they get it done. You cannot procrastinate by doing this method. You cannot give up because you have people there saying, hey, where were you last week? Right? This is the way to achieve the results. It's so powerful. So you're meeting with others who are doing the same thing as you. They have skin in the game. They're really serious about the transformation. Everyone holds each other accountable. They have that one-on-one Q&A and teaching and learning, establishing their weekly goals, right? So there's a group work session and you do the work together on the call so that they can't procrastinate, right? Each client gets a one-on-one Q&A, weekly action meeting, and ongoing support. So you get connected with your clients more often. You see the value in that, right? Okay, so that's the right way. Okay, and this is good for you because spending 4 hours per week helping your clients, regardless of whether you have 1 or 30 clients. So your time's freed up and it's good for your clients because you can work twice as long with them each week. You get to introduce them to other people as well who can help them. And the huge breakthrough is you can sit there and work with them as they do the work. So they can't procrastinate. Now, the amount of money that you make has nothing to do with the amount of time that you spend on your business. So once you do this, congratulations. We've effectively streamlined your client delivery service. Brilliant. It really does change the game. Now, you never have to book sales calls. You just show up on every call, get on. People are excited and exuberant, ready to sign up and work with you on every call, right? You have a chance to make 5,000. And when you get a bunch of clients, it doesn't change how much you have to work. There's no stress. You wake up in the mornings and you know how many calls you have to get on, and you know exactly what you have to do. And that really helps with your mental well-being. It reduces your cortisol and it allows you to feel really in control of your life because you're making good money. You have a reliable schedule and you're just showing up and doing the work. It's a really great balance between, being an entrepreneur and kind of feeling like you have a well-paying job that you love. So who here would like to work only 4 hours a week with all of your clients combined? That's why you need a mentor to help you remove your blind spots, removing 90% of the time it takes to work with the people who hire you. Then get a custom roadmap for your unique situation, and then achieve your results of that 20K plus per month. Okay, so let's recap. The right way has 4 steps. First, you're not going to spend another minute looking for clients. That's automated. Now, step 2, you auto filter leads by making them watch a 30-minute video that is perfectly crafted so that nobody talks to you unless they're already ready to pay you $5,000. Step 3 is the qualifying call where you don't sell anything, you just answer their questions and take their credit card. Then there's step 4. This is the scalable service where you only work with clients for approximately 4 hours a week, no matter how many clients you have.
Once you have your business set up in this systemized way, that's what happens. Now you have a choice. You can keep on doing the same thing that you've always done and expect a different result. I think that was Einstein that said that. You keep doing the same thing and expecting different results is the definition of insanity. You can take all this information and just don't do anything with it. Just keep doing the same thing, finding free stuff on the internet, hiring people here, hiring people there, trying to piece it all together to get the results that you want. Or you can start implementing some of these shifts. And if you don't understand, I can help you. I've set aside some time in the next 48 hours to speak to you personally about how you can apply some of these business strategies into your business starting today. Okay, so you can stop the guesswork. You can stop trying to figure it all out yourself. We can go over what's happening in your business, figure out exactly what isn't working in your business, and then we can put a game plan together. Whatever your biggest challenges are, I've seen it and I know how to overcome it. So when you call in the session, either I or one of my teammates will work with you to craft a step-by-step game plan to hit your income goals for this year. Whether that's 5,000 a month or 200,000 a month, it doesn't matter because it's all the same formula. And we'll also go over how to attract the exact clients you want to work with. And the cost for this is absolutely free. So you're not alone in this. But this isn't for everybody. This is who it's for. You need to really, really, really want your business to start working now, not next week, not next month, or next year. You must have the hunger, that desire to start working on it today. You must really want to build a great business to serve your clients. And you must be completely fed up with your approach and ready to implement a new way. You must take responsibility and have a good attitude. I only want to talk to people that have a good attitude, okay? If that's you, go ahead and book a session now. You might be thinking, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this for free? But we do this because we love giving back and we love helping business owners achieve their goals. And we also know that after we speak about these ideas, you might want help transforming your business because that's what we do all day, every day. And if that's what you want, great. We can discuss it and we can see if it's a good fit for both of us. But if not, that's fine too. Either way, just join us on the call. It's going to get you so much clarity and more insights into your business that you've had in a really long time. If you don't book it, you're just going to keep going on that same path, doing the same things, getting the same results. This is your opportunity to change your life for the better, forever, okay? Whether we work together or not, I see it happen daily. So here's what I want you to do. Go to heatherblaze.com/apply. When you go to that link, actually, I'm going to make a button appear here under this video. So if you can see the button, go ahead and click it. If you don't see the button, then open up your browser and type in heatherblaze.com/apply. That's HEATHERBLAISE. That's my name, .com/apply. Go to that link, and what you're going to see there is our calendar. It's going to open up with all the available appointments that we have over the next few days. So just choose whatever appointment works best for you and fill in your name, email, phone number, and we will call you at the time that you chose. And it's going to be one of the best experiences you've ever had working on your business. People get so much clarity out of these calls, guys. It's going to blow your mind how much insight you'll have and how clear you'll become about the next steps you should be doing to move forward effectively and efficiently. So go to
heatherblaize.com/apply and book a call to speak to us now. You've got to go there now though, because space is limited. There's a lot of people listening to this presentation, so definitely go so you can get a good spot. Go to heatherblaize.com/apply and book your appointment now. We're very excited to speak to you. I'm Heather Blaize, and we'll talk soon.